Today in the studio we have a 2013 Jeep Patriot. We'll be doing a quick test fit of the Kuat Trio. This is a roof-mounted bike rack, part number TR02. First thing we need to do is pick up our rack and place it onto the crossbars of our roof rack. You can see there's kind of a little dent here at the top, which you'll want to set that kind of on the strip, or depending on what kind of bar you have, just on the center. Next, we'll pull out our rubber-coated U-bolts, which will then go around the underside of the bar and then up through the pre-drilled holes of the head of the bike rack. Let's see, we'll find the holes first. All right, with those through, then we'll pull out our cylinder nuts. Now on the cylinder nuts, one side is gonna have a hex on it and the next is gonna be threaded. You wanna make sure the hex is facing upward, and then we'll thread it down onto our U-bolts. Now I'm just gonna kind of leave these kind of loose until I get the other ones installed. And as well, it makes it a lot easier if we have to make any crazy adjustments to the back bracket. So I'm gonna get these on kind of loose, and then I'm just gonna repeat the same process for the other side. I'm gonna step here on the back tire, coming up to the front. And just doing the same thing. Now, even though this bike rack does seem to take a little bit longer to install, it is super sturdy, and also you're going to need that special tool that comes with this bike rack to be able to get these nuts off of there. So it kind of acts as a theft deterrent as well. So now moving to the back of the bike rack, what we'll do is move this rubber-coated bracket up. Then I'll need to remove one of the wing nuts. Get my hand out of the way so you can see. Like so. That's going to allow me, that's why I keep the top loose, because you can see I can kind of move this up, lift it up and down, then I'll slide this forward, then I'm just going to insert that bolt back through the hole, and then I'm going to reinstall my wing nut. Kind of give you an idea, then I'm going to reinstall this. Then once I get this tightened down, then I'm going to move back up to the front and then use that tool that I showed you to tighten down the cylinder nuts. Get this all tightened down. This bike rack is also available in a gray and orange color. You can find it on our website as part number RU01. So once I get this all tightened, I'll move up to the front and then again use this tool. And I'm just going to tighten down a little, like each side a little bit at a time. That just makes sure that the bracket goes around the underside of the bar evenly. All right, see everything is nice and sturdy. So then to load up our bike, what we'll need to do, just double check to make sure our skewer is loose. Then we'll move to the rear and undo the sliding wheel strap. We'll walk over and get our bike, and we'll be ready to load up our bike. Now, a neat thing about this rack is that not only does it work with 9mm quick release skewers, but it also works for 15 and 20mm through axle bikes. So we'll pick up the bike, place it up onto the rack, slide the forks down, then clamp this lever over. Tighten it a little bit more. All right, And you can see here, this handle is kind of hitting this side rail here. So next time when you install it, you may want to install it just a little bit more because the skewer can only be inserted in this bike rack one way. Let me hop up here in the back tire so I can get a better view. Clamp that down. Then to finish off, slide this underneath the tire, insert it into that buckle and pull it tight. Now that we've shown you how to install the rack and how to load up a bike, we'll go ahead and show you what it looked like when they had it out on our test course. Now we'll take it out on our test course. First up is a slalom, which will show you the side-to-side action, such as turning corners or evasive maneuvers. Next is our alternating speed bumps, which will show you the twisting action, such as going over a pothole, hitting a curb, driving over uneven pavement, or hitting road debris. Finally, we'll finish up with the solid speed bumps to show you the up and down action, to simulate you driving through a parking garage, parking lot, or coming out of a driveway.